Hello, 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 and welcome to the Alert Factor. I'm Nancy Allert, and we are here every Wednesday from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are everything real estate. We're talking about real estate financing. We're talking about interior rating, landscaping, solar, financing, grant programs, how to buy buildings, everything real estate related, treating real estate as the asset that it is. Decorating your real estate, finding the best values around the United States and sometimes internationally. This is a space for you. I have been a real estate agent for 27 years. I've been a real estate investor for about 20 years now. So, this is the place you want to be if you want to know about real estate investing 101. If you want to know about how to get involved in real estate, because I actually teach the real estate principal classes through Mosley Real Estate School. So I'm everything real estate. I'm Nancy Lerner and I'm everything real estate. So just today I wanted to talk a little bit about the different programs that are available to you, that if you're a first time home buyer or even if you're buying your second home, this is a second home, this is a vacation property, what it is. There's so many programs available to you that the only thing you have to do is ask. You just have to ask, is there a program for my situation? And almost always there is. Most people know about the first responders programs around the United States where police officers, medical firefighters, you have specific programs that give grant money to those individuals, to those professions. We also have the doctors program where there's certain loans that are just specifically for doctors, knowing about all of your student loans. So it gives you either grants or just a specific program with specific interest rates just for you because you are a doctor. So you have the first responders, you have the doctors, you have teachers. They have programs for teachers. So if you're a teacher, you can reach out to a loan officer, and not every loan officer have these programs. So what you have to realize and remember this, when you ask a question, listen for the answer and how the person you're asking the question to, how they respond, how they're answering your question. So, for example, if you ask a banker, you say, I have a 4 unit that I'm trying to buy, and I am going to live in 1 unit. And so, therefore, I'm going to utilize FHA program. And also, too, I'm going to um, want to use the 75% of the tenant's rent to help me qualify financially to purchase this property. And if the banker, the loan officer, the mortgage broker says to you, oh, that cannot be done. That's not possible. You can't do that. You can't use the 75% of the rent to as part of your income, then you say thank you very much and you leave. Because what that person should have said to you was, we don't do that. We here at Bank MZQ does not do that. We don't do that. So they won't say that to you. So they have you thinking now in your head, oh, I can't do this. And then you give up and you go do something else because someone did not give you the correct information. If they say that can't happen, then you're like, thank you. And you go find the next person. Or more importantly, you call me and I will lead you in the right direction, give you the information, the contact information to lenders that do that, that will finance your multi-unit, your 4 unit while you're living in one, and will utilize 75% of the rents as your income so you can purchase a higher price property. It is done. It is done. It can be done. Some banks do not do that, but they just don't tell you we don't do that. They just said no, that's you can't do that. Okay. So that's one thing. You have to make sure you get the right answers from the right people. Now, when you're looking for a realtor, if you're an investor, you have to understand that all realtors are not created equally. Most realtors are just a regular realtor where they're going to help you find your forever home, your beautiful home, the home where you want to raise your family and build all these beautiful memories. And that is good, that is fine. But however, if you are an investor and you are looking to make money, which is what your real estate is supposed to do, make money for you, not, while you sleep, then you need a realtor that understands the numbers, that can tell you this is what you're going to make now. This is what could happen in the future. This is what could happen in the near future, in the future. This is what is going to help you create generational wealth, create a legacy. You need that realtor to run the numbers, that knows what an NOI is, know what a cap rate is, knows exactly what to ask a lender so they can literally throw money at you as an investor. The thing is, most banks, when it comes to multi units and you as an investor, they will throw money at you because this this asset is making money from day one, especially if when you come to the bank to get the financing, you already have it filled with tenants. So that is already a good thing. So the bank looks at that as an asset, as a positive. So they will lend you money for that. This is why it is easier to purchase a multi-unit, a 4+ unit, than it is to buy a single family or a condo or a townhouse. Because when you buy a single family, a condo, or a townhouse, you're only utilizing your income, right? Just your income and your credit to purchase that property. When you're buying a multi-family unit, you're utilizing your income plus 75% of the income from the tenants. And now, if it's like a real large project where now is in a commercial realm, anything 5 and above is commercial, 4 and below is residential. 2 to 4 is residential. 5 and above is commercial, even though it's residential units. So if you're buying a 10 unit, right, which means you're not living in one. Even if you're living in one, it's not counted as a personal residence, the building. So you're buying a 10-unit building and it's occupied and it's cash flowing. Almost always the bank is just looking at the cash flowing situation, the value of the property, and not necessarily your credit score, because the deal is what they're financing. That asset is what they're financing, not you so much, right? Because you're not even living there. This is a total investment property that you're leveraging all of the tenants so you can get the financing. So again, you have to know who to ask the questions to and what questions to ask, right? So if you're looking to purchase a multi-family unit in the Maryland, Virginia, DC area in the DMV, inbox me, contact me, and I will lead you in the right direction. If you're looking to purchase in Texas, in North Carolina, in Florida, in California, New York, New Jersey, let me know, because I have business partners in those areas that can assist you in getting to the right people, getting the right loan, and most importantly, getting the money. Because the hardest part of the deal, other than finding it, is financing it. And we have that covered. We have the financing for you. So that is it today for financing and finding a multi-unit, etc. And now one more thing we're going to talk about before I bring on my guest today is, everyone, if you do not own a property currently, even if you have owned a property in the past, but currently you do not own a property, this is what you should do. And say Nancy said so. Nancy told me to do this. Buy a 4-unit. And here's how you can do it, easy breezy, right? Whatever city, state, USA you live, contact the NACA NACA office, or if you just go NACA.com and see when they're doing their next training. It's usually on a Saturday from 8 to 4. And they've been doing it on Zoom virtually since COVID. I don't know if they went back to the in-person in office, but if they're doing it, still doing it Zoom, it doesn't matter where you are. You can be on the Zoom from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you listen to what that program is about. If you currently do not own a property and you're looking to purchase a property, this is what you should do. Contact NACA, go through their program, and buy a 4-unit. Live in one of the units and rent the other 3. If you go through the NACA program, you do not have to put a down payment down. You do not have to pay closing costs, and it doesn't matter what your credit score is. You do, however, have to go through the program. You have to do that one Saturday from 8 to 4, and then you have to provide them with your financial information. You have to upload consistently, uploading the last 3 months until you get to the financing part. The last 3 months of your bank statements. You have to upload your lease. You have to upload your credit report, all of these things. And if you think that is too much trouble, then don't do it. But if somebody is paying you, giving you the down payment, giving you the closing costs, and giving you the lowest possible interest rate to purchase a property, even if your credit score is under 600, then these are the things, simple things that you should be able to do. If you'd like additional information on the NACA program, contact me, Nancy Alert. You can always reach me at info@nancyalert.com or 703-861-7355. So that's info@nancyalert.com or 703-861-7355. And we can discuss all of the different programs available to first time, second time, right sizing, upsizing, whatever type of buyer you are. We can find a program that fits you specifically. And the NACA program is for any and everyone. It's not a low income program. It's actually like an equalizing program so that it allows for all American citizens to have the opportunity to be a homeowner. That's what it is. NACA is a community program that they actually coined the term predatory lending. And that organization is the one that brought Countrywide and Bank of America down because of their predatory lending that they were doing, and because of the redlining and all of the stuff that they were doing to prevent a specific sector of the United States, a specific sector of the community, to be able to be homeowners. So now, every year, Bank of America gives NACA, I think it's $20 million, so that NACA's program can help everyday citizens become homeowners, and that's through their training and helping you learn how to be responsible homeowners and not get into trouble by overextending yourself. So definitely, if you want to get additional information, contact me on that. And so that is that on NACA, on the first responders programs, on buying a multi-unit. Definitely, if you are a millennial, even if you're not, but if you're a millennial and you do not own a property, tell everyone Nancy Alert said the first property you should buy is a multi-unit, a 4-unit. And the reason you want to buy the multi-unit first and let the multi-unit fuel your lifestyle, pay for that sexy condo on the beach that you want, or buy that big house. Because if you buy the multi-unit first, keep it in mind, you can use FHA on that and get a 3.5% down payment while you're living in 1 unit and you already have 3 investors. If you buy the house first using the FHA, 3.5% down. Now you're in your house. When you want to go buy your 4-unit, you have to put 25% down because you can't use FHA for that. See? But if you use FHA on the multi-unit first, And then you let the money you're earning from that income, from that multi-unit, pay for that sexy condo or pay for that single family home. That's how you create a legacy. That's how you create generational wealth. You buy the 4-unit first and let the 4-unit pay for everything else. So we are going to take a short little tiny little break. But before we take that tiny little break, remember, we're all things real estate. However, in the marketplace, if you go to the marketplace, you can list your home. If you have your home for sale, for rent, whether you have it with a realtor or whether you're doing it yourself, you can go to real estate listings and input that info and list your home for sale. Real estate listings.info, and list your home for sale. Right now it's for free, but don't wait, because it may not be pretty much longer. So you can list your home for rent, for sale on our website. You can check out the marketplace. There's so many other, there's the Food Network, health, business, everything. My channel is everything real estate, but if you go to the marketplace, you will see information on everything else that you need. This is like a one-stop shop place for you to be and see everything that you need to see and know. Okay, so I'm Nancy Alert, 27 years real estate experience in the DMV. If you're looking for a out-the-box thinker, a creative person in putting deals together, I'm creative when it comes to deals, putting the deals together, reach out to me and I will help you. So we are going to take a small little break and we will be right back. And when we come back, we will be talking to Mr. Dennis Peters, and we're going to be talking to him about solar. Now, if you did not know, you need to have a pen and pencil, a pen and paper, so that when Dennis comes on, you are going to be taking notes, because apparently not only is the solar excellent for the energy in your home, but if you get solar panels on your home, hey, IRS is giving you some money. I hear up to $30,000 you can get as a tax rebate or from your tax returns. I'm talking about money you can receive in addition to getting money back for the energy you do not use. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we will be talking with Dennis Peters from Zero Electricity.
ICABA, ICABA, stands for the International Career and Business Alliance. And basically, it's really about building, activating relationships that grow wealth.
What is ICABA doing? ICABA is putting you in an environment where you can rub shoulders, you can actually talk to wealth creators, to entrepreneurs who may look like you, who may come from circumstances like you, who may come from an environment like your environment. And then once you go ahead and grab that baton, you might say, well, this is possible. This individual over here did it, and now I can do it. So ICABA is raising our level of vision, and they're doing a fantastic.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaw, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaw explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
We're back. All right. This is Nancy Alert. You're watching and listening to the Alert Factor. Welcome back. And I am here with my guest, Mr. Dennis Peters. And Dennis is the CEO over there making everything happen over at Zero Electricity. Hey, Dennis.
How you doing, Nancy?
I am so glad you're here today because we want to talk to the people about Zero Electricity, and we want to talk to them about all the positives there are in getting solar on your property. Also, we're going to be talking about what's most important to most of the people is the money. I've been hearing something about $30,000 money you're getting back for having solar on your property. So other than saving energy, right, saving money by not utilizing the regular electricity through Pepco or whatever, tell me about, but first, before you tell me about all of that, tell us about you, Dennis Peters, and how we can reach you.
Great. Thanks, Nancy. Actually, I've been in. This is the first time coming on your show, and I'm enjoying your show. I didn't know I even have to say anything because I'm just at the back seat enjoying myself. So you guys are doing great. Well, you already know my name, Dennis Peters, and the name of my company is Zero, and we try to turn people from zero to heroes by, getting them to go solar with no money down, and you get all the benefits of going solar. And you can reach me on from my website, but my telephone number, it's 202-991-7822, and the website is zeroelectric.site.
Okay, and how do we spell zero?
It's ZHERO electric, ELECTRIC.site.
All right, thank you very much. So we're moving to Zero Electric. So tell us about solar and why it's important and why every home should have solar panels.
Good. So I've been doing solar for not too long, just about 19 years in 3 different continents. And pretty much solar is just every time I drive by a house, I don't see roofs. I just see money on the roof, And the reason why you should go solar is because apart from the fact that it's the next big thing in town, in the year 2030, virtually most houses will go solar, because then you're the energy that you need to power your home for a far less cheaper, affordable, and more sustainable source right on top of your roof.
So when you decide to go solar and have the solar system installed on your roof, can you tell me the financial ramifications of that? Who's paying for it? Who's maintaining it? Yeah.
Okay, good. So as it's not free completely. So I put a yes and a no to whether it's free, and I asked the question and I'm answering the question. So solar is actually free in the District of Columbia. No money, no loan forever. You never ever pay for the solar system, whether it's valued at $1,000 or $1 million for the cost of the system. You never ever pay for it. That's one.
Wait a minute. So if it's completely free in the District of Columbia, why aren't all the roofs with solar?
Well, it's more difficult selling something free than something that's not free, because the first thing you hear is, that's too good to be true. No, that's too good. I said, well, you want a miracle and now you're complaining. Solar in DC, it's kind of like a miracle, because you don't need to put up any money to get solar. Neither do you have to collect a loan. Neither do you have to go into any form of lease agreement, because you kind of just have the solar put on your roof. And here's the thing, because of the benefits, there's no free lunch. They don't like your face. I like your face. We like your face, but it's the benefits behind giving you free solar. And that's why when I tell my sales rep that please let the client have the first right of refusal. Now, solar is free, yes, but there are benefits to own it. So when you take the free solar in the District of Columbia only, you don't get the other benefits, but you get the first line of benefits, which is $0 bills if you have 100% production. So you get those amazing $0 bills. Yeah, even the net charges of $10, $15 are netted off from overproduction. So sometimes your utility company might cut you a check in the mail for excess production or credit.
So would you get the check in DC?
Yeah, in DC you do get the check. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
even
what are some of the benefits that one would receive if they owned the solar instead of getting it completely free? What are those benefits?
good. So I'm going to give you the benefits general, and then I'll also talk specifically for
Okay.
the District of Columbia. So generally, when you go solar, you'll only be offered it free in the District of Columbia, but every other place, you need to either have two things. One is either you lease or a PPA, which is called the Power Purchase Agreement, or you own it. And when you own it, you're taking a loan.
Mhm.
But the kind of loan that's given to you is from the touch of three buttons on your computer. It doesn't need any guarantee, absolutely nothing. Just once you have a minimum credit score of 620, 630, I'll get you qualified in 1 minute. And then here are the benefits. The first benefit is the benefit I heard you talking about is the tax break. So you get 30% whatever the value of the system is. So if your solar system is 20 grand, you get 30%. If it's 100,000, you'll get 30%. There's no cap limit to that. And that's, you get it from the feds. Now, sometimes I see people having some issues of, I didn't get any money back. If you retire all your taxable expenses to zero, how are you going to get a claim? So be careful to make sure you strike a good balance.
Right, right. Right. It's sort of like self-employed people
Yep.
writing everything off, but you're trying to buy a house and you're trying to tell me I make $250,000, but you told IRS you made 50. You can't do both.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, you can't do
Yeah,
both.
you
So
can do that.
if there is a tax liability, let's say you put the solar on, and since you get 30% of the value of that system, let's say your 30% is $4,000, right?
Mhm.
If you owed IRS $5,000, now you're saying you only owe IRS 1,000.
Exactly. That's what happens. So you get that full bumper and that buffer, all out to you. And that's what the feds do for you. They give you that cushion and that soft landing whenever you go solar. But it's one time. It's not
Oh, so
every
it's
other.
one time. So because that was my next follow-up question. So does it pass along? Like for example, if this year I didn't owe anything, does it go over to next year? You're saying it's a one time.
So that's a second question, which is a follow-up to the first question. So here's how it is. First of all, it's one time you pull the 30%, but it lasts for 5 years.
Mm.
So you can keep on, if you pulled only 1,000, the next year you have 4,000. If you pull another 2,000, the next year you have 1,000. But you must pull out that benefit within 5 years.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
what happens, yes.
And there's no cap on that. It's just once
No.
you start, you have 5 years to pull it out.
Yes, once you start, you have 5 years to pull it out. So, for example, I'm not advising, but if you're in a scenario where you do your 1099 as a personal, as an LLC, and then you retire everything to $50, that year you won't get anything. You can transfer it over. The next year you do a W-2, you have so much liability, you can capitalize on your going solar the previous year to this year, and you still get it out. So you can actually tailor your taxes to
Right.
maximize the benefits of going solar.
Gotcha.
Yes, so that's with the feds. Now, here are the other underlying benefits. You have a state benefit of $1,000, which is a check. You file nothing. All you do, if you are a believer, is Matthew chapter 7, verse 7, which says, ask and you shall receive.
Yes.
So just ask, hey, I went solar. I need my MEA rebate. State will give you $1,000, a check mailed out to you.
My what rebate?
It's called the Maryland Energy Rebate.
And let me ask you this. Is there a cap? So this is a two-pronged question, and I hope you can answer it for me. So let's say you purchase a home January 2020, right?
Okay.
The house had solar on it. Can you go now and recapture that Maryland Energy Rebate, or did the person that put the solar on, are they the ones that get the rebate?
Good question. So what you're saying is that if you bought the home in 2020 and you sold it.
No, you bought it in 2020 and it had solar on it, but you didn't know that there was an energy rebate. Is it too late now to request your energy rebate? That was the first half of the question. The second half was, do you as the new homeowner get the rebate, or did the seller who actually put the solar on there got the rebate?
Okay, I'll answer that. Now I understand. So it's going to be a sad answer. It's the seller.
I almost knew the answer, but I wanted you to confirm. So it's the person that actually installed the solar.
And they get both the feds, the 30%, and then they also get that energy rebate too from the state.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And how long do you have to request your rebate?
For you have 1 year to request.
1 year.
Yes, you have 1 year. And then you still have another benefit, another line of benefit again, and that is called the county property tax rebate.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Really?
So if you own a home in Maryland, you will get a county rebate of a maximum of $5,000.
Oh.
And that depends on the county. Now, I'll give you the counties that offer the best. The first is Baltimore. Baltimore offers $5,000.
Oh, wow.
Off your property tax one time. PG County offers $5,000 off your property tax one time. Anne Arundel County offers $2,500 off your property tax. And a few other counties are trying to cash in on that, but they have not just come through yet.
So Baltimore and Prince George's County offer you $5,000 once off of your taxes. And that's you, the person that actually installed the solar, not you, the person that's living in the house with a solar.
So it is you, the person that installed the solar, that they'll offer you that. And you don't need to file taxes on that. Every county has a property tax account attached to the home. So that's where you pay all the taxes for that home. So that year you went solar, once your application, remember Matthew 7:7, you must ask. Because if you don't, they will just keep quiet. So you ask, and then they will credit you with $5,000. And here's how you know. You probably will get a letter from them. If you don't, your mortgage company, if you're still paying mortgage, might just call you. Hey, Nancy, how you doing? You seem to have an overpayment of $1,000. Just tell them.
Send it to me.
Send it to me. Don't put it in the escrow. Send it. This is my address, just in case you forgot.
Right.
Yes.
So again, you have to request the county. If you're in Baltimore or Prince George's, $5,000 one-time reduction on your taxes for getting solar.
Yeah.
And federal, you get 30% that you can utilize within 5 years. Once you initiate it, you have 5 years. But I'm a little confused on that. So is 30%, or is it a dollar amount? Because why do you have 5 years to utilize it? Do you have a specific amount of money that you're getting? Is it $30,000 or that you can use within 5 years? Or because if it's 30%, that means you could utilize it every year in that 5 years, or you only could utilize it once, but in that 5-year period.
Good. So it's not $30,000, it's 30% of the value of the solar system. One. Now, two is that you're approved. Take a HELOC, for example. You're approved and you have a drawdown time. So that drawdown period, it's kind of what the feds are saying, that you have this period to draw down whatever the value of the 30% is. If it's $5,000, you have 5 years to draw it. Now, if you have enough tax liability for that first year, you can draw down everything one time, which is usually the case. But in the case of someone not having enough tax appetite, then it will be spread to the next year. If by the next year they have all the tax appetite, boom, they'll take it out. And if it's the first year, they take it out.
I got it. I totally got it now. So it's 30%. Let's say the value is $30,000. You have 30% of $30,000, right? And
Exactly.
that amount is what? I can't do the math. I don't know. If you know what the math is, you shout it out. So 30% of $30,000, that amount you have 5 years to up to 5 years to write that off on your taxes. Got it. Because I was trying to figure out, yes, 30%, but what is the number? But I got it.
Yeah, 9,000.
Value. Okay, so you're able to put that in there. Oh my goodness! So who knew? Who knew that not only federal taxes you're getting benefit from, you're getting benefit from the state as well, taxes on your home, and you're getting county. So wait a minute, federal 30% of the value.
State
You get $1,000.
Yes.
And county, depending on which county you are in, Prince George's County, people, $5,000 off your taxes. So, man, you're getting federal, state, and county just for putting a solar system on your home. People, run, don't walk, get a solar, and then tell us, how can one get a check back from either the electric company or the solar company, or who gives you the check back depending on how you're utilizing your electricity?
Good. So I'll answer that, but just so that we don't end without, there's a pie and there's a pudding. So let's go to the pudding, because the topping is usually the most interesting part. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Now, here's what it is. Remember, all this we talked about are just what you get one time over a period. Now, there is a kicker here. You will get every month for the next XYZ amount of years of having the solar system on your house, money every month. And that amount depends on the size of your solar system, and it depends on the state you are. Let's do just 3 examples. If you're in the state of Maryland with a 10 kilowatt system, you might be getting about $70 every month to $105 every month. It depends. If you're in New Jersey, so I'll put it this way. For every 1 kilowatt of clean energy that you produce, you get between $50 to $70. So if you have 10 kilowatts, you do the math. Now that's in Maryland. Let's take a step back and go to New Jersey. If you're in New Jersey, you get for 1 kilowatt about $200 to $220.
No way.
For 1 kilowatt. Okay.
200 to what? 240?
$200 to $220 on
Per
every
kilowatt.
1 kilowatt.
So if you have 10 kilowatts, that's 200 times 10 is what you're getting per month.
That's what you get per annum.
Oh,
Per
okay.
annum. Yes,
Okay.
we'll do per annum, and then we'll divide it by 12 to get the monthly income. Okay. Now, still on per annum, let's not go too far. Nancy, you close deals in DC, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's go to DC because it's next to Maryland. In DC, once you cross over from Silver Spring into DC, and some houses in Silver Springs and Capitol Heights will also benefit from what I'm about to tell you. You'll be making between $350 to $425 for every 1 kilowatt of clean power you generate. So,
wait a minute. So for DC and certain parts of Silver Spring and College Park, you get 350 to 425 per kilowatt for clean power. Explain to me what clean power is.
Putting up a solar system on your roof is clean power. So any energy generated from there, you get paid $325 to $425 for every 1 kilowatt. So if you have 10 kilowatts, because the average single family home can easily do 10 kilowatts. Some do 20 kilowatts. Some do just 5. Row houses do between 5 and 6 kilowatts, you know. So you do the math. If your house is a 10 kilowatt, what we're saying is 400 multiplied by 10, that's 4,000 per annum divided by 12. That is $333 every month is what you'll be getting for having a solar system on your roof, aside the 1,000, aside all the feds.
All the 30%, the 1,000
Yep.
and the 5,000.
Yep, that's what happens.
Oh, you said in counties, but does DC get any tax break? Because you already got it for free. So do you get any of the state and the county?
Good. So for DC is not a state, so you don't get anything state or county.
Right.
But I don't care. You get $333, and you get the feds 30% because DC is part of the feds.
And you get it for free.
Now, if you choose the free route, whoever owns and paid for the system or took a loan to get the system gets all those benefits. If you get it for free, you shelve those benefits and you just be content with the free solar and all the power it generates. If it offsets your bill with Pepco completely, that is zero. If it offsets it by 60%, that's 60% of free power.
Right.
But if you own it, if you take the loan with your 650 credit score, you get the zero electric if it offsets it 100%, and then you get the feds 30%, and if it's in DC only, you get the $333 every month. You tell me how long it would take you to pay off the loan that you collected, because you have a government tenant sitting on top of your roof.
I know. Oh my gosh, this is phenomenal. This is fantastic. I think if you live in the District of Columbia, you should definitely at least look into the free version of it, because you're minimizing your electricity and you do get the 30%, right?
Yes, and you do get 30%, and then it also increases the value of your house.
Dennis, contact Zero Electricity to find out how you can take advantage of. I did not know that solar goes on this level. I'm going to have to do a whole, I don't know what, I'm going to have to do something else more. Dennis, we got to do this again. So we're going to have to show charts and stuff next time, because, you know, people are visual. But I'm going to tag you on Facebook, and I'm going to put some of this information on there so that everyone knows, because people don't know. And then someone may have talked to someone at one point and got some information, and now they're perpetuating that erroneous information. So everybody's thinking, no, I don't want solar, because they don't have the right information. We are here. We are the information police, right? We give you the right information. If they tell you no, you contact Nancy Alert, and I will show you where to get the yes, because the no doesn't mean necessarily no to you. It just might mean, no, we don't do that, but we're not going to tell you it's no, we're not doing that. We're just going to say, that can't be done, instead of saying you can get it done elsewhere. So that's the thing that people have to understand and realize. You can get this information, get the correct information, so you can make an intelligent decision for your life. Zero Electricity. Once again, before we leave, Dennis, tell the people how they can reach you to get all this fabulous information, and the fact that you can provide service in Maryland, Virginia, and DC, correct?
Yes, I can. And 12 other states of the U.S.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yes. So you can reach
you.
Yeah, sure. You can reach me. Just go to 202-991-7822. You can text me, you can call me, or you can reach me at zeroelectric.site. There's a contact form, fill it, and I'll get to you ASAP. Remember to tag Nancy and put her name there so you can have the best prices and deals.
All right. Thank you so very much. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to the Alert Factor. We talk everything real estate here on Wednesdays from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Nancy Alert, getting it done. See you next week.